What's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your host Sofo, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can get into cycling. This is going to be one of the videos in a series of videos I'll be making about different tips and different reviews and things like that that are going to be coming in this channel. But today we're going to focus on the things you need to do to get started into cycling. Before we get started, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit that notification bell so that you get informed the next time I drop a new video. And also, if you have any questions about the video, or if you have any suggestions, or if you disagree with anything I say in this video, please leave a comment. I would definitely appreciate them. And if you have any ideas for future videos, you can also drop those in the comment section so that I can address them if I can. So you want to get into cycling and you don't know where to start. To begin with, if you know how to ride a bike, you can easily get into it with any bike you can get. But in order to stay in cycling, these are some of the things that I think would be very helpful to you. Or at least they were helpful to me. Without further ado, I'm just going to get into it. The first tip I have is to get the best bike you can afford. Before I got my bike, I considered three things. So the first thing I considered was what type of bike do I want. Second thing is what group set do I want. Group set is the drivetrain of the bike. And the third thing is what is the frame size that I need to get. These three things are essential before you go shopping for a new bike. I mean, obviously there are more criteria, but I think personally these three things are very important. The first thing, the type. The type of bikes that you want to buy can vary. Like, there's a huge variety of bikes. It could be a hybrid. No, it could be a road bike, it could be a mountain bike, it could be a hybrid of those two, it could be one of those city cruisers, it could be one of the variety of different type of bikes. So you gotta decide what type of bike that fits your need. Second thing you need to consider before buying a bike is the group set. So that is the drivetrain of the bike. When we talk about group set, we're talking about the gears, the gear changers, the brakes, and things like that. So you need to do your research into that. And if you're interested, leave a comment below, and I might do some video on what kind of group sets are out there and available for you to buy. The third thing you need to consider before buying a bike, which is very important, is the frame size. The frame size of the bike you buy determines the right comfort you're gonna have once you own this bike. And being comfortable on the bike is really important, and also it will save you some unnecessary pains and aches that you might experience after you go on a long ride. I personally ride a 56 centimeter bike. The first bike I had was actually oversized, which was 58, and it was very uncomfortable to ride that bike. It severely affected the way I rode the bike. I had back pains, a lot of discomfort, and it pretty much ended up discouraging me the first time around I started cycling. It pretty much discouraged me from continuing this journey of cycling on a regular basis. So please pay attention to the type of the bike frame that you get, and that depends on your height. Each bike manufacturer has their own sizing chart where they take your height and then they recommend a bike frame size. So make sure you pay attention to that before you purchase a bike, especially if you're buying a bike from the second-hand market. make sure you pay attention to those things, not just the price, because sometimes you can find a really great bike for a really good price, but it might be oversized. Because I personally I've noticed, like, I like to search around the Facebook Marketplace, and I found some really interesting bikes, but they happen to be really oversized, and like they're 58 or larger frames, 61. I've seen some 61 frames as well. So just make sure you pay attention to that. Second important thing you need to get into cycling is a helmet. Please, please, please get a helmet. Don't just go out there with no helmet and end up with a brain injury. A hobby is not worth your brain. So please, please, please make sure you get a helmet. I cannot emphasize that enough. The third tip I have for getting started into cycling is clothing. So one thing I would say is, if you are uncomfortable with what you're wearing, it kind of takes away from the whole experience. So just wear whatever makes you comfortable, and just get out there, get on a bike, and it's you and the environment around you and your bike. So I highly recommend you wear whatever is comfortable to you. With that said, I definitely recommend you get padded shorts. In fact, don't get like the most expensive one. Try to get like the affordable ones, but in numbers. Like get like 3 or 4 affordable cycling shorts. Those cycling shorts are padded at the bottom area where you make contact with your saddle, and that would help you reduce the amount of pains and aches that you would get, like the sore spots you would get in between your legs and your bottom area. That just improves your ride quality, and it makes you, it will help you ride longer for a longer period of time. That would help you enjoy the ride a little bit more, and I would highly recommend that. But if you can't afford it, and especially at the beginning, if you're not going to be riding longer distances, you don't necessarily need it. Cycling shorts are important when you start riding longer and longer rides, something like 20, 30, 40 miles. When you start riding 20, 30, 40 miles, then you might need the padded shorts, because after some time it's just going to start hurting and get uncomfortable, and you don't want that, because it might discourage you from going out more on your bike and putting more miles on your bike. So I would definitely recommend getting padded shorts. Fourth tip is bike fit. So we talked about sizing earlier, about the frame size and getting the appropriate frame size. But just because you got the appropriate frame bike, it doesn't mean it's going to be, as soon as you get it, it's going to be fit for you. Generally, people are different. So the bike sizing, the way the bike sizing works is a certain size would work in between a certain range of height. For example, the one I'm riding, which is a 56 centimeter bike, is suitable for people between the height of 5'10" and 6'2", I believe, or 6'1", and I'm 6'1", so a 5'10" person who bought the same bike as me is not gonna have the same bike fit as myself. So our bikes are gonna be slightly different, the way our bikes are gonna be set up. So your bike fit is very, very important. So how do you get the right bike fit? In order to get the right bike fit, there's 2 things you can do. I personally went on YouTube, did a ton of research, and I kind of started playing around with the seat post height to find that sweet spot where I can ride for a longer period of time without feeling those little pains and discomforts that you'd feel while pedaling. Those little discomforts that you're gonna feel on the shorter rides are gonna increase exponentially once you start riding 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 miles. Just do your research and figure out where exactly your bike fit is. And the easiest option, but the more expensive option, is to go to your local bike shop and get a professional bike fit. So professional bike fits are expensive. At least, in my area, they're pretty expensive. It's like $150 to $200. That you can buy a cheap Walmart bike for that. But if this is like something that you're passionate about, or is something you think you're gonna be doing more often, you do have the means to do that, to get a professional bike fit, please go ahead, because that's highly recommended, and it would save you a ton of time, a ton of pains, sores, and aches. So go for it. Tip number 5. So this is more of not how to get into cycling, but how to stay in cycling. This is something that I personally did to kind of motivate myself to get back out there on the road. So without further ado, here's your tip. Track your progress, track your rides. So in order to do that, there are several different apps that you can use. Strava is my favorite. It is free, and there is a paid version. Like if you want more features, obviously there's a paid version of Strava. Strava helps you track your progress, and I personally find it helpful to see how far I came along from where I started until where I am now. So I think that is an important tool to just keep you out there, keep you motivated, and just overall it's fun. I think it's fun to see how fast you can go, and how fast have you been going at the beginning of your cycling journey and now. So I personally think it will help you out. So these are the 5 tips for today. I'll be coming back with another video pretty soon. I will try to drop videos every week, but I work full time, so I'm doing this on my free time, and I need to do research and come up with different video ideas. So hopefully I will try to do a weekly release, but if not, I'll try to make it as consistent as possible. I will try to continue releasing these tips, and hopefully they help you get into cycling or stay in cycling. I think it's a fun sport and a fun activity. I enjoy just going on those long rides, finding new routes, new trails, checking out the view, and hanging out with different people from different backgrounds. And all in all, I think it's a great activity, and it helps you stay healthy. And it's COVID time, everybody's locked up in the house, so these things are great ways of just getting out of the monotony of quarantine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Even if you don't, please hit that like button. It helps out the algorithm. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell to get informed whenever I dropped a new video. And if you have any suggestions, comments, complaints, please leave them down below in the comment section, and I'll try to address as many as I can. Since I'm getting like very few comments, I always respond to my comments. So please leave your comments down there, and I will get back to you. But with that said, stay safe, keep cycling, and